Ladies, listen carefully. If you've ever felt a persistent itch or an unusual odor that just won't go away, this will feel like opening a window. My dear, here's the truth. Today, you'll learn the tiny sentences that change how you approach your personal hygiene, every single time. If you ignore these 7 underwear habits, doctors say you're risking infections, irritating skin damage, and even long-term health issues you absolutely don't want to face. Before the kettle sings, write this on a sticky. Comfort is chemistry, not luck. Put it on your mirror. This is not vanity, it's freedom work. Here's the secret. Prioritizing what feels right for your body is a choice that pays you back all week. It's an investment in your calm power, a daily commitment to your own well-being. Friend, let's make this easy. 1. Stop wearing synthetic underwear daily. Why it matters? Synthetic fabrics like nylon, polyester, and even some blended laces are essentially plastic. While they might look delicate or smooth, they don't breathe the way natural fibers do. Instead, they trap heat and moisture against your delicate skin, creating a warm, damp environment. Think of it like a tiny, sweaty greenhouse. This occlusion, the blocking of airflow, is a perfect breeding ground for bacteria and fungi, especially the notorious Candida yeast, leading to uncomfortable yeast infections and bacterial vaginosis. These fabrics can also cause friction, leading to chafing and micro-tears in the skin, which then invite more issues. Your skin needs to breathe, sweetheart, just like you do. This constant irritation can even elevate cortisol levels in your body, creating a subtle, underlying stress that impacts your overall well-being. What to do? Switch to 100% cotton underwear for everyday wear. This is non-negotiable. Cotton is a natural, breathable fiber that allows air to circulate, wicking away moisture from your skin. It helps maintain a healthy, balanced pH level in your intimate areas, making it much harder for harmful microbes to thrive. Opt for loose-fitting styles, think classic briefs, hipsters, or even boy shorts, rather than anything that digs in or rides up. When you're at the store, practice a 1-minute win. Take a moment to read the label. Is it 100% cotton? If not, put it back. You're not being difficult, you're being clear about what your body needs. Exact line for your doctor. My top concern today is persistent skin irritation. What are my options for managing this, and when do we follow up? Be clear, be brief. Last spring, my friend Betty had a persistent itch. She's a vibrant woman, always on the go, and she initially blamed it on stress from her volunteer work. It's just nerves, she'd tell me. But when we talked, I noticed she always wore these silky, seamless synthetic briefs for their no-show look. We swapped all her fancy lace undies for simple, soft cotton. I'm talking full coverage, gentle fabric. Within days, her skin calmed right down. The persistent itch faded, and a few weeks later, she realized she hadn't thought about it at all. One small change, big peace. Betty said it felt like her skin could finally take a deep breath. She now keeps a sticky note on her ID for shopping, reminding her to check fabric labels. This is like getting a gentle breakfast that never fights you, a soft start to every day. Why it works? Cotton allows your skin to breathe, dramatically reducing moisture buildup and limiting bacterial and fungal growth. It's naturally hypoallergenic, minimizing the risk of allergic reactions. Your skin's microclimate stays balanced, preventing the cascade of issues caused by synthetic fabrics. It's old-school wisdom, darling. We older women didn't survive this long by throwing our money away on gimmicks or ignoring what felt right for our bodies. Here's the secret. 2. Avoid underwear that is too tight. Why it matters? Tight elastic can do more than just leave red marks. It can restrict circulation, especially lymphatic flow, which is crucial for removing waste and toxins from your tissues. This compression can also pinch and irritate nerves, leading to conditions like meralgia paresthetica, a persistent tingling, numbness, or even burning sensation in your outer thigh. Beyond nerves, tight underwear causes constant friction against your skin, leading to chafing, skin breakdown, ingrown hairs, and even hyperpigmentation over time from the constant rubbing. It also traps heat and moisture just like synthetic fabrics do, creating a double whammy for infections. Remember, slow is cheap. Rushed is expensive, and so is neglecting your body's need for space. What to do? Choose styles with wider, softer waistbands and leg openings. When you try on underwear, ensure you can easily slide 2 fingers, not just one, comfortably under any elastic band around your waist and legs. If it feels restrictive, it is *restrictive. Don't fall for the idea that tighter means better support. For daily wear, it often means more trouble. Look for flat seams if possible, as raised seams can also cause irritation. If you're buying online, don't be afraid to size up. Your comfort is not about vanity, it's about health. Exact line: if offered an uncomfortable option, I can't wear that, but I can offer a looser, cotton alternative that prioritizes my skin health. Now, let's be honest, I used to love those seamless nylon briefs. They looked great under clothes, creating that perfectly smooth silhouette. But I noticed a persistent tingling and a strange numbness in my outer thigh, especially after a long day of sitting. I initially dismissed it, thinking it was just getting old. But it kept bothering me. When I finally mentioned it to my doctor, she called it meralgia paresthetica, explaining how tight elastic pressing on the nerve running down my thigh could cause it. I fired the tight briefs, switched to gentle, breathable fabrics with softer, wider elastic, and the tingling stopped within weeks. The relief was immense. It was a wake-up call to really listen to my body. One more thing: a firm heel counter, grippy sole, room for toes applies to underwear too, in a way. It's all about solid foundations. Just as ill-fitting shoes can cause foot pain, ill-fitting underwear can create invisible discomfort and real health issues. Do you do this too? Do you hold on to those too tight pairs? If walking is too much, do 10 heel raises at the sink while thinking about releasing tension in your body, just as you should release tension from your underwear. Why it works: proper fit prevents friction and allows healthy blood flow and lymphatic drainage, protecting sensitive nerve endings. It promotes better air circulation, keeping your intimate areas cooler and drier, significantly reducing the risk of irritation and nerve compression. 3. Do not ignore daily changes. Why it matters: this might seem obvious, but it's often overlooked. Throughout the day, your underwear collects sweat, natural vaginal discharge, microscopic fecal matter, and dead skin cells. This warm, moist environment creates a veritable buffet for bacteria and fungi to multiply. Wearing the same underwear for too long, even just an extra day, allows this bacterial load to build up exponentially, leading to unpleasant odors, persistent itching, skin rashes, and significantly increasing your risk of UTIs, urinary tract infections, often caused by E. coli migrating from the rectum, yeast infections, and bacterial vaginosis. It's a silent assault on your intimate health. Ignoring it is like ignoring a flickering light on your dashboard. What to do: change your underwear every single day without fail. Make it a non-negotiable part of your morning routine, just like brushing your teeth. Consider changing twice a day if you're particularly active, exercise, experience more discharge, or during warmer, more humid weather. If you've been sweating, a quick change can make all the difference to your skin health and comfort. Always pack enough clean pairs when you travel, plus a few extras for peace of mind. This is a nightlight path habit, simple, proactive, and prevents problems before they start. Exact line for your doctor: if a new issue arises despite diligent hygiene, this is new for me, and I'm changing my underwear daily. What else could cause this discomfort or infection? My dear, I was absolutely guilty of this in my younger days, especially when traveling. I'd try to stretch a pair an extra day to save packing space or laundry time. One particular trip to a humid climate, I developed a nagging, persistent irritation. I thought it was just the unfamiliar climate or perhaps a new soap. It took me too long to connect it to my lax underwear habits. Now, I pack enough for every single day, plus a few extras. It's a habit that keeps me feeling fresh, confident, and most importantly, healthy. It's such a simple practice, but the peace of mind it brings is priceless. It's part of that sink smile feeling of knowing you've taken care of yourself. Why it works: fresh underwear dramatically reduces the bacterial and fungal load against your skin, minimizing the opportunity for pathogens to multiply. This maintains a healthy, intimate environment, supporting your body's natural defenses against infection and odor. It's a foundational piece of personal hygiene that directly impacts your comfort and long-term health. Do this next. 4. Stop using harsh detergents and fabric softeners on your underwear. Why it matters: many conventional laundry detergents and fabric softeners contain a cocktail of chemicals: strong fragrances, dyes, optical brighteners, and preservatives. These can be incredibly irritating to the delicate, sensitive skin of your intimate areas. They can disrupt the natural pH balance of the vagina, which relies on a specific acidic environment to keep harmful bacteria at bay. This disruption can lead to contact dermatitis, an allergic skin reaction, itching, redness, irritation, and an increased susceptibility to yeast infections and bacterial vaginosis. Fabric softeners are especially problematic as they leave a waxy, chemical film on the fabric, reducing its absorbency and breathability, and trapping irritants directly against your skin. This chronic, low-grade irritation can contribute to systemic stress, impacting your vagus nerve activity and overall sense of calm. What to do? Use a fragrance-free, dye-free, hypoallergenic detergent specifically designed for sensitive skin. Look for labels that say free and clear. Skip fabric softeners entirely for underwear. They are simply not worth the risk. A good alternative for softness, if you must, is a splash of white vinegar in the rinse cycle. It's natural, removes detergent residue, and acts as a mild fabric conditioner without leaving an odor. Always double rinse your underwear, if possible, to ensure all detergent residue is removed. Make it a new sticky note on your wallet card, reminder for your next grocery trip. Exact line: let me repeat what I heard. I'll use specific brand type of hypoallergenic detergent, and I'll call if any irritation persists or worsens. We'll follow up on my next scheduled checkup or if symptoms don't improve. Correct. This shows you're engaged and taking charge. Most people miss this step. You won't after today. I remember buying heavily scented detergent because I absolutely loved how it made my clothes smell. Fresh laundry scent was my weakness. My skin, however, did not agree. I found myself with constant mild irritation and itchiness that I couldn't quite place. I'd tried different creams, but nothing really helped long-term. Then a dermatologist suggested looking at my laundry products. We fired the perfumed detergent, switched to a plain unscented, free and clear brand, and my skin smile returned. The chronic itch vanished. It was an eye-opener how a product meant for cleanliness was actually causing constant irritation. It's like asking, what's your gentle breakfast that never fights you? Your underwear deserves the same kindness. Why it works. Avoiding harsh irritants protects your natural skin barrier and prevents allergic reactions and chemical sensitivities. It helps maintain the delicate pH balance of your intimate areas, fostering a healthy microbiome and significantly reducing the risk of irritation, infections, and chronic discomfort. 5. Resist wearing thongs or G-strings regularly. Why it matters. This is a direct pathway to problems, sweetheart. Thongs and G-strings, by their very design, feature a narrow strip of fabric that rests directly against your perineum, the area between your anus and your vagina. This narrow strip acts like a literal conveyor belt, facilitating the migration of bacteria, particularly E. coli, which lives in your gut, from the anal area directly to the vaginal and urethral openings. This significantly increases your risk of recurrent UTIs and yeast infections. Beyond the bacterial transfer, the constant friction from the thin fabric can also cause microabrasions and irritation, further compromising your skin's natural defenses. Aging is not a plan. It's a journey, and part of that journey is learning what truly serves your body. What to do? Save thongs for very special occasions, if at all, when absolute seamlessness is required for an outfit. For daily wear, prioritize full coverage styles like briefs, hipsters, or even bikini cuts that offer more fabric separation between the anal and vaginal areas. Always choose cotton or other breathable natural fibers for these daily styles to maximize protection and comfort. Embrace the comfort and health benefits of more substantial coverage. This is a simple, yet profound shift in prioritizing your health. Exact line for your doctor. Aging is not a plan, it's a journey. This new recurrent issue is concerning. I've stopped wearing thongs, so what else could cause these frequent infections? My dear, I used to think thongs were just for certain outfits, a necessary evil for a smooth line. I had a few in my drawer, mostly for form-fitting dresses. But then I noticed a pattern of mild, recurrent UTIs. It wasn't constant, but just frequent enough to be annoying and worrisome. I'd take antibiotics, feel better, and then a few months later it would be back. It felt like I was always fighting something. After a conversation with a wise friend, we fired the thongs entirely, embraced simple, full-coverage cotton briefs, and those little infections became a rare occurrence. It was a revelation. It suddenly clicked how my choice of underwear was directly impacting my health. It wasn't just about how it looked, it was about how it functioned for my body. Why it works. Greater fabric coverage in classic styles reduces the pathway for bacterial transfer from the anus to the vagina and urethra, significantly lowering the risk of UTIs, yeast infections, and bacterial vaginosis. It minimizes friction and allows your intimate area to breathe more freely, supporting overall intimate health. 6. Don't hold on to old, worn-out underwear. Why it matters? I know that sounds wasteful at first. But guess what? Your old underwear is doing nothing but mocking you. Stretched-out fabric and weakened elastic offer poor support, especially if you rely on them to hold an absorbent pad for leaks. They can chafe and rub in new, uncomfortable ways. More importantly, old fibers can harbor bacteria, detergent residue, and dead skin cells even after washing. Over time, fabric degrades, becoming less effective at wicking moisture and less hygienic. This can contribute to persistent odors, irritation, and even make your skin more susceptible to breakdown. Think of it as a quiet health hazard lurking in your drawer. You deserve fresh foundations. What to do? Inspect your underwear drawer every 6 to 12 months. This is a simple, 1-minute win that pays dividends. Replace any pairs that are stretched, faded, have holes, thinning fabric, permanent discoloration, or have lost their original shape and elasticity. If the elastic is shot or the fabric feels rough, it's time to let go. You wouldn't wear a stretched-out bra for years, would you? Your underwear deserves the same regular assessment. Consider it an underwear audit, a small act of self-care. Exact line for yourself. When assessing your underwear drawer, use a calm power formulation. Okay, I'm awake. This old pair is not serving me. Rest is still restorative, but this needs to go. I'll breathe and go dim on this decision, knowing it's for my health. I had a favorite pair I called my Saturday pair. A lovely faded plum color, so comfortable, so familiar. It was like an old friend. I probably held onto it for years longer than I should have, telling myself it was good enough for lazy weekends. Then I learned how much bacteria old, degraded fabric can hold and how it could contribute to irritation. The thought of that old fabric holding onto microscopic debris, even after washing, was enough to make me rethink. We fired my Saturday pair, replaced them with fresh, crisp cotton, and I felt lighter, cleaner, and genuinely more comfortable. It wasn't about the color, it was about the integrity of the fabric and what it was doing for my body. It's like replacing a worn-out shoe. You wouldn't keep walking in something that doesn't support you, would you? Why it works. Replacing old underwear ensures optimal fit, consistent hygiene, and maximum comfort. Fresh fabric performs better at wicking moisture and maintaining a clean environment, preventing the buildup of bacteria and irritants that can lead to skin problems and odor. It's a simple, tangible way to improve your intimate health. 7. Never ignore leaks or mild incontinence in regular underwear. Why it matters. My dear, for years, I just used a regular panty liner for those little drips. It made me feel like I was coping. But often, I felt damp and less than fresh. Regular underwear and standard panty liners are simply not designed to handle urinary leaks. They don't absorb moisture effectively or wick it away from your skin. This leads to persistent dampness, which is a recipe for disaster. Skin maceration, where the skin becomes soft and breaks down, increased friction, skin rashes, bacterial and fungal infections, and an undeniable odor. This constant dampness and worry can significantly impact your dignity, confidence, and mental well-being, elevating cortisol and stressing your vagus nerve. It creates a subtle but constant anxiety that you absolutely don't need. This is not vanity, it's freedom work. What to do? This is a non-negotiable conversation to have with your doctor. Consult them about managing incontinence. There are so many effective solutions available today, from pelvic floor exercises to specialized absorbent pads designed for different levels of leakage, to dedicated incontinence underwear that looks and feels like regular underwear, but offers superior wicking, absorption, and odor control. These products are specifically engineered to keep moisture away from your skin, maintaining dryness and protecting your skin integrity. Don't suffer in silence or feel ashamed. This is a common health issue, and there is help. Use a calm power formulation. May I pre-board for extra time to get settled? Applies here to your health. Pre-board your health concerns with your doctor. Exact line for your doctor. My top concern today is managing my incontinence. What are my options for products and treatment, and when do we follow up to assess progress? Be clear, be brief, be confident. I'll be brief, my top concern is managing my incontinence. For years, I just used a regular panty liner for those little drips. It was my secret, my way of coping and pretending the issue wasn't really there. But often, I felt damp, less than fresh, and constantly worried. The smell was subtle to others, but I always felt it. It chipped away at my confidence. I felt like I was constantly managing a hidden problem. My doctor gently suggested specialized incontinence pads, explaining how they were engineered to pull moisture away from the skin. We fired the inadequate panty liners for proper incontinence pads, and my dignity and skin health dramatically improved. The constant dampness vanished, the worry eased, and I felt clean and secure again. It was a profound shift from just coping to truly managing and caring for myself. Why it works: specialized incontinence products are engineered to rapidly absorb moisture away from the skin, preventing dampness, irritation, skin breakdown, and odor. They create a dry, protective barrier that keeps your intimate skin healthy and significantly reduces the risk of infections, restoring your comfort and confidence. Calm Power formulations: you're not being difficult, you're being clear. You're advocating for your health, for your comfort, for your freedom. Red flags: listen to your body, sweetheart. Persistent itching, an unusual or strong odor, redness or swelling that doesn't go away, discharge that isn't normal for you, or frequent urinary tract infections. These are not vanity concerns. They are important signs your body is communicating with you. These are not just minor annoyances, they are signals you absolutely need to address. Make your paths safe. Practice small balance every day. Schedule joy like it matters. Which 2 habits start today? Take care of yourself, sweetheart. I'm cheering for you. This is not vanity, it's freedom work. You deserve to feel comfortable and confident in your own skin every single day. Thank you for waiting and listening to these vital tips.